How's it going, YouTube? Peter here, your Ginger Jolly Geek. Welcome back to the channel for another 1/6 scale action figure unboxing. And today we're going to be looking at Mars Attacks. Mars Attacks is a Topps trading card series from 1962, which depicted a Martian invasion of Earth, and it's been going strong ever since. There was an absolutely phenomenal film in 1996 with a stellar cast including Jack Nicholson and Pierce Brosnan and all kinds of others. It's absolutely amazing. Now, Hot Toys did some figures of these. They did the Martian Ambassador and they did the Martian Soldier, but these figures were plagued with issues, and they're an old figure now, so they're hard to come by. One came up on eBay with a few issues, but it was a steal and I had to have it. So here we go, guys. This is the box. It's your standard box. It's quite nice. It tells you on the side here, look, that he's got moving eyeballs, and he's also got an articulated tongue. Interesting. You've got your cack on the back with a nice little image of the actual figure itself. And you've also got an image on the side there of his Martian helmet. It's your standard box, ladies and gents. Let's get him out and have a little look-see. There we go. So, yep, pretty nice figure. You get your stunning cape, because I did go for the Martian Ambassador thing. Now, this figure is missing a hand, as I said. You get a whole host of accessories with them. And please do bear in mind, like I said, this is the second-hand one, so it does have a few little minor issues. The cape itself, cape, cloak, whatever you want to call it, is stunning. It's kind of got glitter all over it. It's velcroed, stunning gold inside. It looks really quite posh. I like it. I like it a lot. Like I say, this kind of stuff bloody flakes everywhere. It's friggin' horrible. Anyway, you also get, as you do with any of these figures, a whole host of hands. Now, bear in mind, like I said, one of the hands was missing. I knew that already, which is probably one of the reasons I got it cheap. Hands are pretty good. They're pretty basic, green, as you would imagine. But yeah, you get a whole host of them. The poses of them isn't massively different, I would say. Slightly open and one that holds a gun. But yeah, not bad. You get this. Now, this is his helmet. This is his kind of space helmet, which cracks open, and you stick it over his nut, basically, and it clips shut at the sides there. A little bit dirty, but it just needs a bit of a clean. Like I say, this is an old second-hand figure. But yeah, that goes over his head, if you want to use it. You get his ray gun, which is beautiful. I love this. This is a Martian ray gun. It looks really cool. The paint application on it is great. It looks weird and Martian-like. And it's accurate to the movies, I think. So yeah, like that. You have the figure himself. As you can see, he's very cool. He stands out. Certainly something that's going to jump out in your collection, I think. Really interesting design of the figure. Articulation, you get a bit of movement and bend at his feet there. You cannot really move the suit, and it's because it's like a spongy rubber material. And one of the big issues with the figure is that material splits. There's some chipping on his belt here, which I knew about, which is a bit of a shame. And there's some splitting, as you often get with this figure, at the elbow joints where you pose it. On this one, you can see the wire underneath exposed, so I'm going to have to try and cover that with something. It's a bit of a shame, but again, I knew about this. The other issue with this figure is that his head, which by the way is stunning, has got a chip, but I'll show you that in a bit. He's got an articulated tongue, and you can shift his eyeballs around as well if you use that little thing at the back there, so it moves his eyes, as you can see, from side to side, which looks really good. I like that a lot. The tongue action is really cool. Ack, 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 ack. Anyway, so yeah, like I said, I knew this one had some issues. It's got a big paint chip there, and there's a couple of other minor ones on the back of his skull. Application of paint, by the way, on this guy's is stunning. I mean, his brain looks, it's phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. So I'll show you what I do with these issues later on. Here he is, posed pretty basically with his ray gun there. You can see the costume is showing a bit of wear. It needs a bit of a clean if you're brave enough to try and clean it, I guess. But that's what he looks like without his cloak. Here he is with his cloak. Now, this is how I will be displaying him, which is why I'm not so worried about how dirty his costume looks, and I might not actually try and do anything with it. Here's a quick shot of his head. You can see the chip damage there, and you can see I've tried to fix that with some paints. It looks pretty good, I think. And again, on his belt here, I've tried to fix that as best I can with some standard modelling paint, and it's ended up looking pretty good. Couldn't do much with his arm, but here you go with him in his robes, just looking phenomenal. Like I say, for a very old figure, I think it's amazing. I really do. I think it really kind of stands out in your collection, I think. The colours pop, the head sculpt is stunning, absolutely stunning. And the whole figure, for me, looks great. I'm very pleased to have it, particularly at the obscenely cheap price I got this figure for. Okay, ladies and gents, that's my Mars Attack Martian Ambassador. Thank you very much for watching. That is your Whack, and I'll catch you next time. Take care.